welcome back to another episode on the Geographically Inclined YouTube channel. I actually took a bit of a departure and decided I was going to do something different after my top 100 cities in Norway challenge, and I decided I was going to do all the 100k plus population cities in the United States. Um, so why did I decide to do this? Well, since I was a kid, I've always been fascinated with Europe and everything else in the world, right? But I've always kind of had this gnawing feeling of maybe I should just, even though I'm not that interested, I should probably learn a bit more about my own country. You know what I mean? Because there's all these cities like in California and Texas I don't know shit about. So I thought to myself, well, let's find a challenge, and I did. Um, at first look, this looked pretty damn intimidating. It's 336 different cities. But starting off, I literally already knew a third of them. So obviously, I know all the big ones like Miami, Chicago, Memphis, Tennessee, New York, easy stuff. Um, but then I had to learn a lot of stuff still, which was indeed difficult. Florida wasn't as bad as I expected. Texas Texas is pretty easy, all things considered, even though it's been giving me some problems. This Fort Worth Dallas corridor is kind of a pain in the ass, but it's not too bad. Um, for some reason, I'm having trouble remembering my Phoenix metro area. It's not that bad, but it's just little things that keep on tripping me up. And California, that took a while to memorize, but I think I've got it down good enough. Okay, so let's go in. We are going to start up here in New England with New Hampshire, and we are going to start off with Manchester. Manchester, Lowell, Boston, Worcester. I might be pronouncing that wrong, but I'm just going to say Worcester for the sake of being fast. Springfield, which is going to give us like three other Springfields. Lynn, Cambridge, Quincy, Brockton, and New Bedford. And then Providence down there in Rhode Island. On to Connecticut, we have Hartford, Waterbury, New Haven, Bridgeport, and Stamford. Then to get upstate New York, we have Albany, Syracuse, uh, Rochester, and Buffalo. Now, going for New York in its metro, we have New York, obviously, and then we have um, Yonkers. That's what I'm missing. I don't know why I miss that every so often, and I don't understand why. It's like the most iconic name in existence. Um, what's next? Newark, Jersey City, Elizabeth, Woodbridge, Edison. Perfect. Down here we have, is that Lakewood? Yes, it is. Philly. Forgot the L. Okay, there we go. Allen, which is going to give us Allen, Texas. Then we go Allentown, Pennsylvania. And then we get Pittsburgh over here. Next we go Baltimore, which I've been to. Washington, D.C., and Alexandria. Beautiful. Virginia, we have Richmond, Newport News, Norfolk, Hampton, Suffolk, Suffolk, whatever, Chesapeake, and Virginia Beach. North Carolina, Charlotte, Concord, Winston-Salem, High Point, Greensboro, Durham, Cary, Raleigh. That is just not how you spell Raleigh. And then Wilmington. Oh wait, no, that's the first one's Fayetteville. Then Wilmington. Perfect. Zooming out, South Carolina, easy stuff. Columbia, Charleston, North Charleston, Okay, and then Georgia we have Augusta. There we go. Savannah. Atlanta, Sandy Springs, South Fulton, Athens, Macon, Columbus. Gonna give us Columbus in Ohio, naturally. Now, down to our first fun state of the challenge, Florida. We have Tallahassee, Jacksonville. It's gonna give us Jackson, Mississippi. Gainesville, Palm Coast, Orlando, uh, Lakeland, Tampa, Tampa. What's next? No, Clearwater. That's what that is. And then St. Petersburg. And then after that, we have Palm Bay. That's Palm Bay, right? It is. Port St. Lucie. And then that's West Palm Beach. I'm pretty sure. It is. Okay. And then going over here, we have Cape Coral. And then down to the Miami Metro, we have Miami. Um, uh, Helia, Hylia, I think it's Hylia. Miami Gardens, Miramar, Pembroke Pines, Davie, Hollywood, Fort Lauderdale. These two, I know one of them is Coral Springs. What is this? Why am I forgetting this? Dude, is this actually gonna end my run? That's what is Pompano Beach. Uh, if I could spell it right. Okay, there we go. Florida done. Crisis averted. Everything's fine. We're still going. Okay, on to Alabama. Huntsville, Birmingham, Montgomery, Mobile, and Tuscaloosa. And then Tennessee, Chattanooga, Knoxville, Nashville, Clarksville, Murfreesboro, Memphis, of course, Little Rock in Arkansas. Down to Louisiana, we have Shreveport, Lafayette, Baton Rouge, and New Orleans. Up to Kentucky. This is an easy one. Just have Louisville and Lexington. Okay, up to Ohio. We have Cincinnati, Dayton, and Toledo, Cleveland, and Akron. Indiana, we have South Bend, Fort Wayne, Indianapolis, Carmel, Fishers, and Evansville. Up to Michigan, my beloved home state, which I will always love and will always be the best state in America. We have Grand Rapids, which is my favorite city in America. I love Grand Rapids so much, and I would live there if I could. I want to go to college there, but it turns out that couldn't happen. Well, it just didn't happen, but it is what it is. Love Grand Rapids. Best city in the damn country. Lansing, not definitely not the best city in the whole country. Actually, there's a lot of cities in Michigan that are definitely not the best cities, but Michigan has its fair share of shitholes. Don't get me wrong. Detroit, Warren, Sterling Heights, Dearborn, Ann Arbor, perfect. Illinois, we have Chicago, Joliet, Naperville, Elgin, Aurora. That's what I'm forgetting. Rockford, Peoria, and St. Louis. Up there in Wisconsin, we have Milwaukee, Green Bay, and Madison. Minneapolis up in Minnesota, St. Paul, and this is Rochester. We got it earlier. Down here in Iowa, Davenport, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, Omaha. Just gonna get Nebraska, Omaha, Is that Lincoln? It is Lincoln. Okay. Sioux Falls, the only one in South Dakota, and Fargo, the only one in North Dakota. Okay. Time to get the Kansas City Metro since these are both duplicates. This Springfield, this Columbia, Kansas City, of course. That's gonna give us both the Kansas Cities. Olathe, Overland Park, Lee Summit, and Independence. Perfect. Easy peasy. Okay, Wichita, Topeka, Oklahoma City, Norman, Tulsa, Broken Arrow. So here's a little funny side story about the city of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. I don't really know why, but when I was trying to like practice this for some reason, my mind would always think broken arm. So I would type broken arm and be confused as to why it wasn't accepted, and then I would be like, "Oh, that's why I'm just a moron." I don't know why my mind always defaulted to broken arm when it's broken arrow, but it is what it is. Okay, now time for one of the two big bad states of this challenge, Texas. Yeah, as I said, this one gave me trouble, but I should be able to pull this off. Shouldn't be too bad. Starting off, we have Edinburgh, Brownsville, McAllen, Laredo, Corpus Christi, San Antonio, New Braunfels. What did I do? I don't know. I don't know what I did. Austin, Round Rock, Killeen, Waco, Tyler, College Station, Conroe, Houston, Pearland, Sugarland, Pasadena, which I always forget. I don't know why I always forget Pasadena. It just happens. League City, Beaumont. Okay, now time for this. Okay, let's pull through with this. First off, we have Fort Worth, Arlington, Grand Prairie, Irving, Dallas, duh. Mesquite. Okay. Richardson, Garland, Carrollton, Plano, Denton, Louisville, Frisco, and then that's Allen right there, that small one, and then McKinney. Beautiful. Zooming back out, finishing up Texas, we have Wichita Falls, Amarillo, Lubbock, Abilene, Odessa, Midland. And then, last but not least, of course, El Paso, which finishes up Texas. And then we have Las Cruces, uh, Albuquerque, funny Breaking Bad city. And then we have Rio Rancho. And then up here in Colorado, we have Pueblo, Colorado Springs, Centennial, Denver. We already got Aurora because that's over there in Illinois. And then this is Lakewood right here. So continuing on, we have Arvada, Westminster, Thornton, Boulder, Greeley, and Fort Collins. Now, up here, only one in Montana, Billings, of course. Idaho, Boise, Nampa, Meridian, Utah, Salt Lake City, West Jordan, West Valley City, and Provo. St. George, obviously. And then, okay, let's try not to fuck this up. Buckeye, Buckeye, Goodyear, Surprise. That is, please no. Shit, come on, no, not Phoenix Metro again, bro. Please. Is it? That's not Gilbert. Is that Glendale? It is. Okay, good. That is Glendale. Okay, another crisis averted. Scottsdale, Tempe. Oh, that's just Chandler and then Mesa. And then Tucson, which as a kid I always pronounced Tucson as Tucson. I was pretty surprised when I found out it's not pronounced Tucson. Funny story. Up here, Pacific Northwest, we have Spokane, Spokane Valley, Seattle. What did I do? Okay, I don't know. Everett, and then Renton, Kent, Bellevue, Tacoma, beautiful. Portland, Vancouver, Hillsboro, Gresham. That is Salem, Eugene, Bend. Okay, we're on to California, the last one. But this is like the worst state in the entire country, and it took me a while to. Oh, wait, I forgot about Nevada. Let's get that out of the way. Reno, Sparks, Las Vegas, North Las Vegas, and Henderson. Easy peasy. Okay, yep. Now it's time to tackle the big bad guy of this quiz. This shouldn't be too bad. I didn't even review it all today, and then I woke up and instantly did California from memory without missing one, so hopefully we can pull this off. Okay, first thing we're going to do is zoom into Silicon Valley. Well, if you consider Chico, you know what I mean. Um, just this general area, including Silicon Valley. We have Chico up there, Santa Rosa, Sacramento, Roseville. Then we have Vacaville, Fairfield, Elk Grove, Vallejo. Um, is that what is that? That's Concord. That's what that is. Um, not that it would have remember, not that it would have mattered if I didn't remember it because it was a duplicate as it was, but just for the sake of clarity. Antioch, um, Stockton, Modesto, San Francisco, Oakland. That's Richmond right there, and that's Berkeley. San Mateo, Hayward, Fremont, San Jose. What are these two? Santa Clara and Sunnyvale. Down here we have Salinas, Fresno, Clovis, Visalia, Bakersfield, and Santa Maria. Now we are on to the most fun part of this quiz, which is the LA Metro. I know, it's something beautiful, isn't it? Okay, starting off north, going south. Ventura, Oxnard, Thousand Oaks, Semi Valley, Santa Clarita, Lancaster, Palmdale, Victorville, Hesperia. That is Burbank right there. And then that is Glendale, and then that is Pasadena. Los Angeles, of course. We have Inglewood, Torrance, Long Beach, Downey, El Monte, West Covina. And then this little cluster right here, we have Anaheim, Fullerton, Garden Grove, Orange, Santa Ana. Please, just spell it right, just like one time. And then Irving, Huntington Beach, Costa Mesa. And then this cluster right here, we have Pomona, Ontario, Pomona, Ontario, Rancho Cucamonga, and then Fontana, Rialto, San Bernardino, there we go. Down uh, Europa Valley, Corona, Riverside, and Moreno Valley. Down here we have uh, Menifee, Murrieta, and Temecula. Then we have Carlsbad, Oceanside, and what is Escondido, of course. San Diego, Chula Vista, and then El Cajon. Where? What am I forgetting? I'm forgetting something. Hold on. Um, Anchorage, Honolulu. I'm forgetting something somewhere. I don't. How did I? Oh, I'm. For some reason, whenever I'm doing this, whenever I'm doing practice or even anything, I always forget Yuma, Arizona. And I already knew that. I already knew Yuma, Arizona going in because I read something when I was like 10 years old about it being like the sunniest city in the country. But for some reason, it's just like off in between like California, Arizona. It's just kind of separated, isolated. I just kind of forget about it every time. Yuma, Arizona, and with Yuma, Arizona, that completes the quiz. So let's go. Um, this quiz, it hasn't been that long, but it's like I'm just happy that I was able to pull it off because it is nice to actually have more knowledge about my own country that I live in. Um, Hopefully not for long. I hope when I graduate from college I can move to Europe because that'd be really sweet. But yeah, this actually once I was able to like really start getting things down, it I'm not gonna say it was a breeze, but it's more just like a question of how long do I have to keep on reviewing before I really think I can go for it? And well, I just found my answer because that wasn't that hard. I literally did it on my first try. I did all of California from memory on my first. I did everything from memory on my first try. So I think I did pretty good. So yeah, that's going to conclude it for this video. The next video is another idea that I had. I'm going to be doing the unfortunately difficult challenge of naming every city in Greenland, which it's already the very first one is Ito Kortormeet, which is like 16 letters long and spelled weird as shit, and I'm gonna have to do that 71 times basically. So that's going to be a very fun challenge to partake in. But I'm sure I will prevail like I usually do. And when that video drops, I will absolutely see you guys on the other side. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.